I just think Koreans should be proud of how far they've come in 60 years and should want to continue on the path they're going.
My name is Thomas Perry, and I was over here with the Korea Revisit program, and my home is in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, USA. I have a son and a daughter, and my grandson is the son of my daughter. I think one of the most important things that everyone ought to remember is that the Korean War was the first unified action under the United Nations to combat aggression, to meet the North Koreans with force on a combined basis of many countries. Well, bear in mind, I was about the same age as he was, so in a certain sense we were on a big adventure. I can see the country change.
Yeah.
Bear in mind that when we drove through Seoul in 1951, there was hardly a building standing, and we didn't stop here. We went right on through up to where our position was, but it was devastated. Of course, we realized that it had been fought through 3 times. You know, different armies had gone back and forth and torn everything up. I have been in London and Cairo and Rome, but Seoul is just really booming beyond my imagination. I had no idea how many apartments and tall business buildings there would be. Absolutely wonderful that the country has come along and done this well, and we feel like that we help be a part of it. And unfortunately, a lot of the older Koreans say that the younger Koreans are not as understanding of the fact that it hadn't always been this way. Well, it's probably because there maybe is a lack of history being taught to the younger people of what was it like 50 years ago. And most of your people who were in the Korean War are getting to be old like I am.
Yeah.
Well, that's the big question on how to do that, and sometimes it just takes a long time for people to understand that. You'll have to ask him, but I expect he has a much greater appreciation now than he did 5 days ago. I think it just has to be sort of by example. I don't think you can lecture and talk to people and tell them how they ought to appreciate something. They just have to learn it on their own. And one advantage that my generation had, I was just too young for World War II. And so I was aware of the sacrifices being made by all the people who were fighting in World War II, when Germany and Japan and Italy were all allied with one another. So I understood the sacrifices that were being made then. So I kind of understood more about what war was about than the younger generation today. Oh, a lot of these 20-year-olds, I don't understand too much at all. Actually, I know that he is a good history student. A lot of young people are not that interested in history. I know that he is. He enjoys the History Channel on TV, and well, I think that it's just an opportunity to express the comradeship that the people who were in Korea have, and to extend their very best wishes for the continued success both the Army and for the country.